We on the podcast, baby.
Club Talk. Jay Brody. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. You're now listening to that Club Talk. And now, your host, Jay Brody. 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right, and just like that, we are back on another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. I'm feeling good today. I got a dope guest here today who I'm going to introduce shortly. But before I bring her on, take care of our sponsors real quick. Shout out to the Nutrition Lounge. If you are local out here in the Columbus area, you're trying to get on your health tip, you need some smoothies, some shakes, some teas, some motivation to work out. If you're trying to get on your health grind right now and you are out here in the Columbus area, make sure you stop by Whitehall Nutrition Lounge. Also want to shout out, as you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, helloblackman.com. This is a organization that uses the tool of journaling for young black men and women to help express their feelings in healthy ways. So a lot of people think that's an old-fashioned way of expressing yourself, but you know, if you had a diary, this is no different. So you know, if you have young black men out there, or girls, nieces, nephews, sons, daughters, help them, you know, express themselves, because, you know, at that age, there's not a lot of people that they can go to and talk. So hit up helloblackmanjournal.com, grab it with journal, some merch like this that I got on. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see Hello Black Man shirt. That is helloblackmanjournal.com. Few shout outs to a couple of podcasts who show me a lot of love, so I gotta return the love back. Shout out to The Reality Is out there in Dallas, Texas. My opinion, probably the best podcast out there in Dallas, Texas. That is The Reality Is. Also, shout out to The Soul is Prismatic, podcast out there in New York, hosted by Chanel. So go check out those podcasts. And let me just shout out, I guess, a few more home-based podcasts. You could check out Take Control podcast. What else? Who else we got out here? Bitch Kitty podcast. A whole bunch. This is a whole bunch of Columbus podcasts out there, just to name a few. Okay. All right. When you talk about, let me give this woman a proper introduction. Proper introduction, because y'all, if y'all follow my podcast long enough, y'all know how I give it up to black women especially. I love my sisters. And if you've been following these recent episodes, you'll see that there's been a long thread of black women being on the show. It's done for a reason. It's done by design. They counted her out. They thought she was finished. Tried to take her life. But God. But God.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Man, stared death right in the face.
Yes.
Did not take her out. She's alive, well, here today, sharing her story for years now, ever since that incident happened. Once I say her name, y'all, if y'all been following the podcast long enough, she's been on the episode before. If you haven't, go back and check out that episode. But I admire this woman, you know, just hearing her story the first time that we sat down. You know, I gained a new respect for women who been through or encountered or experienced what she's been through. You know, there's a lot of women that, you know, experience things that if you look at them, you wouldn't even think that they went through these certain things. So a lot of respect for this woman, doing dope things out here. Author, speaker, gun violence survivor, domestic abuse survivor, advocate. maybe a little spice of a dancer too. I've seen some clips. Oh, you can't hide. I done seen it all. You probably seen her on The Doctors, CNN, Creflo Dollar.
Yes.
Oh my God, Tom Joyner morning show.
Yes.
Oh my Lord, Good Day in Columbus. Man, oh man, a magazine was a purpose with women.
Yeah, it was that
Magazine.
one.
Oh my God, just you've been out here trailblazing. You put your experience on your back and you never look back. If y'all know what I'm talking about, the lovely, the beautiful, the talented, the inspiring, lovely Diona Clark. Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show, Diona.
Yes.
You're looking well. You look splendid. You're glowing. You're beautiful. The outfit is top notch. You're doing your thing.
It's a special occasion. Like, you gotta come in your dopeness whenever you step on stage with you.
Yes. I appreciate it. We were supposed to do this 2 weeks ago, and I hit you. You was like, listen, my hair fucked up.
Yeah.
You were like, I forgot. I knew we were supposed to do it. I said I had you, but listen, my hair fucked up. I ain't gonna do myself like that. No. And I respect that because, you know, a woman of your caliber, a woman in general, y'all ain't going, especially cameras. I'm going, man, I ain't about to embarrass myself.
No.
So we couldn't do it that time, and then I had to go to Philly, which I just got back from. So now here we are.
Yes.
You're looking great.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get right into it. So last time we sat down was about 2 years ago.
Yep.
And you shared your story about you surviving gun violence from, at the time, your ex. He shot you at point blank range. Yep. And you survived.
Yeah.
And you've been sharing your story and being a testament and advocate in that space for women who experience those things, and also not just advocating for that, but just woman empowerment in general.
Absolutely.
So within those 2 years since we last sat down, catch us up. What's been going on? You got a lot going on
it's
that we're going to talk about in depth. I mean, what
businesses?
Yes, I see.
And just getting out there, focusing more on women, especially like in the area of healing. This COVID stuff, like everything, like it's just doing a lot, and I wouldn't even say doing the most, because, you know, for me, I better be doing something. I gotta be doing something. I have to, and that's just now how my makeup is. Like, I can't imagine just sitting around twiddling on my thumbs. Like, there's something that I have to be doing, because when I did get shot, like when the detective told me that I should have been in a body bag, that was enough for me to be like, right, you know what? I'm really on borrowed time, and so I'm gonna use my time wisely and make sure that I'm giving back, making sure I'm about my business, making sure I'm straight. You know, my family and everything like that. So I stay busy. But when I'm down, like, I'm down, and I don't want no phone calls I don't be bothered with or anything like that.
Right. I was just like, what's a, like, nowadays, like, for you, what's a typical day for you? Like, cause like you were boom, boom, boom. You're here, you're there, you're doing your advocate work, you're writing books, which we're gonna talk about your new one in a bit. You're businesses, you're out here empowering the woman. Like, how much time does Diona have for Diona? Do you get much, like
nah, like, I really purposely have to be like, okay, you know, this
it seems
day,
like someone gotta force you, like, sit down, like, woman, like, stop.
Yep,
slow down.
For real. Like, me and my sister, we're business partners, so like, we're always talking all the time, but I have to look at my schedule and be like, okay, well, I'm not going to do nothing on this day. And I feel crazy when I'm not doing anything. But for the most part, I don't a day, like I have a 9 to 5. Like I'm a social worker.
And
I
you
work
have
for
your
children's
9 to
services.
5.
Yeah, so I got a 9 to 5. But here the Lord must have been hearing our prayer, because now we get to work from home indefinitely. So
yes.
with that, that kind of helps out a lot,
Yeah.
being able to work from home. But I'm doing the 9 to 5. In between doing the 9 to 5, I'm doing the sea malls. I may have to like jump online and kind of coach somebody real quick. I may have to mentor somebody, on the other end. I'm a daughter, so my mom may need me and things like that. It's a lot. But the past 2 years, what I have done intentionally is just really focus on my healing.
It seemed like you've like elevated to like another level of like just self for
Absolutely.
you. Like just hearing like you talk now, like versus 2 years ago, like you're the same person. Obviously you always been like just headstrong, like I'm going full throttle, whatever I'm doing. But like you said, with your healing journey, like it feels like there's a new Diona that has emerged in that. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, it would be very accurate. And it's crazy because I feel like a lot of the people know me as a very passive person, and I am. I can't be passive because I don't like the whole drama and things like that. I'm the peacemaker.
I don't get that vibe from you though.
I've been the peacemaker. Well, now it's just like, you know what? I've been like you think I'm this carpet right here on the floor. You're gonna walk all over me, but it's not. I'm done with that. I can't do it anymore. So now I got my big girl panties on. I got my attitude straight. I got my words in the mouth. I'm not that I'm on the defense, but I'm gonna come for you if you come for me. Like, you gonna get it. You're not gonna get that. Oh, okay, no, we're not gonna do that anymore, because that attitude and that perception of myself led me into places, positions, linked up with people that I had no business being with, and places that I had no business going, and just being used, And I'm like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I'm done with this. I don't care what you think about me.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's your problem, not my problem.
Right. A lot of us think it is our problem though, which is the weird thing. It's like, oh, what am I doing wrong, or what am I not doing enough? Like, it's me. Like, no, they the fucked up person.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you got a good friend, you value their opinion and things like that, and they say something like, you might want to tweak this and blah blah blah. Okay, because I got that type of respect for you, and I understand the place you're coming from. Yeah, I feel like you're right. But some people just be hating on you, like, you doing too much. No, I'm doing too much to you because you really can't do what it is that I do. So therefore, I am doing too much to you.
Word, that's true. You know what I find interesting about your story? I don't even think we got a chance to tap into this the first time you was here. Like, what you went through, right? Like, I was just thinking about this. I'm like, women who go through experience like any type of like abuse in a relationship or physical abuse, whether it's verbal, like whatever type of thing, like those women typically become like bitter woman. But it doesn't seem like that experience, a traumatic experience, has made you you don't seem like you're like a bitter person. Like, I don't know, it just fascinates me because like that, like, you easily could have been that person, like, oh, fuck the world, fuck men ain't shit, oh, fuck everything. But I don't, like, to me that's just fascinating that you didn't end up like that.
No, some women they'll revert and go to the opposite, to the same sex. Like they would be extremely bitter towards men and just anybody that showed that characteristic of their abuser. Like, they'll just have like something out for them. But I'm a very forgiving person. I've always been forgiving. I love caring for people. I love being kind to people. That's just my makeup. And so even in getting even in that happening to me, there was always still that person of, I forgive you. Wow. I'm gonna be kind. I'm not gonna, the energy that could be built up for hate towards you, that I'm gonna use that energy and direct it into something positive to help other people out, because I care for people so much that I don't want you to go through and experience what I went through.
Wow. So instead of like using that and like just being like just fierce, ferocious, cold, you actually took that experience and said, you know what? Let me just take that and be a source for people. Absolutely. We'll get into and my attitude even changed a little bit once we get into this other conversation, but I'm not gonna bring it up too fast. But once we get into it, I'll tell you how I did. Not that I got this bad bitch mentality, but it was just like no. It's a certain type of swag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's not like, oh, look at me. It's like, no, it's like, I guess in a sense, like, I know my fucking worth. Fuck that shit. No more, no longer am I going to be, like you said, the rug, a doormat, someone's. Because, like you were saying, like, people could take that sweetness, that kindness, that loving, and use it, take advantage of it. And, like, you're just looking at it like, God damn, like, why I'm so nice to y'all. Why y'all try to fuck me over?
Yeah, and it's crazy because one of my family members tried to cross me this weekend, and I'm typically the nice, and my sisters were like, she came at you like that because you're the nice one, you know, but she didn't get what she thought she was gonna get. She got who I am now. Like, no, that's not how I roll. And you're not gonna come at me like that. You're not. One, my parents don't come at me a certain way.
Oh,
so
that was
you really think
something.
you come? Yeah,
that type time?
I'm not right. But before I would be, yes ma'am, no ma'am. But where I am now in my life and what I've been through, I can't do it. I can't.
Man, I feel like, cause like I had to do that too. Like, it's not like you are. It's weird because they'll take it as like, oh, like you changed, or you think you high and mighty, or you think you too good for us, or you got all this going on, so you think you just whatever. But it's like, no, I'm just not allowing myself to accept certain shit for me in my life no more. Like, that's, and it don't matter who it is, friend, family. Sorry, same rule apply for all y'all. I'm sorry. Like, you can take it how you want, but I'm not going for that no more. Like, having that mindset now, moving that way, because this happened to me. Do you find like you've lost people around you, like now moving that way? Because I've seen like people just like start like fading away and this and like, oh,
absolutely. And I feel like the ones that I lost were the ones that wanted to use me. You know, they wanted me to be that person that they wanted me to be. But those that were like rooting for me, like, get out your box, oh, like, come on, like, let's go, they still there, like, I'm clapping for you, right? Because this is what it is. Like, this is the person that you should be. You shouldn't be conforming to no one. I'm not conforming, and that's what I did. I even, you know, in writing, you know, my first book and speaking and things like that, I was still like, my organization is called Live Out Loud, and it's crazy because I named it that because that's what I wanted to be. That's who I wanted to become and what I wanted to do. And so my organization helped me become this person. Like, I wasn't that person. It helped me become this person. The book we about to talk about, I wrote that book because I wanted to be that person. Now that book helped me become that person. I'm a product of that book.
That's crazy.
You know, I'm a product of my organization.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk more about this book.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to give it to people too early. I want to kind of tease it a little bit. Don't want to give them all at once. As I was reading your like your accolades, like just your speaking journey, like the shows you've been on, the features and magazines that you've been on, and traveling, having an opportunity to like share your story with people across the world, inspire women, and like, I wonder this, do accolades mean anything to you?
No.
Really?
No. I always pray and ask God to keep me humble. And so I always ask God to keep me humble. Like, wherever I go, wherever you take me, God, keep me humble. So whenever these opportunities do come to me, I'm just grateful for it. I'm grateful for it, but I never put myself in this position of like, oh, like I'm high or I don't want to do that, because I remember where I come from. I remember when, I was desiring to do these type of things. I remember when they were on my vision board. So,
Wow.
to do it, I'm very grateful for it. But however, I don't want these opportunities to ever be taken away from me. So therefore, I'll never act like I'm too good to be in that position, to be where I am. So nah, I'm just no, that's I can't.
You don't get big headed with it.
No.
Like, yeah, I've been on CNN. I've been, y'all, you know who I am.
No, I can't. Because
Diona Clark, motherfucker.
It's a scripture that even talks about, being pride. You fall, like being prideful. You fall. So I don't want to fall. I want to keep evolving. I want to keep growing, and so therefore I make sure I stay in a place of humbleness.
Wow. Is there anything that you that you probably turned down, that you probably wish that you haven't turned down, or do you mostly look at every opportunity as one that you'll take, or hey,
no, I can't think of no.
Like, no, I'm good on that, and you like, damn, I should have took that one.
No, I think I take most opportunities, even those that are small. That some people be like, girl, why are you doing that? And I'm like, because I remember when I was in that place, in that position, and people told me no, but I don't want to be like that. I want that person that's in that small position or lower position, whatever. I want them to be able to say, oh yeah, like she was dope because she came, she hollered at me, she talked to me, she was on my show, even though she was already doing her thing or whatnot. Like, that's the type of person I want to be, and I am.
It's funny. I think most people may like look at you and probably, like, for those who don't know you, they probably like see this image of Diona Clark, and they probably will assume that you're this certain way, or she may be like a drama queen or high and mighty. But then, like, but you're not like that at all. Do people just get you messed up? Like, why would y'all think I'm like that?
I'm not. I'm really quiet. Like, if it was up to me, like, I'm an introvert, so I'll be by myself. I'm quiet. Like, out of all my sisters, I'm the quiet one. Yeah, I mean, unless like they play that right music, then the right song, I'll turn all the way up, and they're like, where did this come from? Like, you don't seem like you, but I love dancing, but that's my happy place. But I'm really quiet, reserved. I don't like to do no drama. When I'm around my friends, I'm the quietest one. But I'm not the stuck up type person.
So many misconceptions about you.
I'm not. I love people. I love people where they are. And loving people where they are, you're able to connect with them, regardless of where they are in life. Yeah.
That's dope. Let's take a quick break right here. We still got a lot more to talk about. We're going to talk about the book, obviously, Sea Moss, which I just learned behind the scenes before the camera was going on. I probably don't need it, but she's gifted me with some. Should I try some on the show?
Yeah.
When we come back from this break, I'll try some right here on camera for those who are watching on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, iTunes, iHeart, Amazon, wherever you're listening, and you want to see me try it, just switch over to YouTube. Just type in Cloth Talk Podcast. But yes, we got a lot more to talk about. Diona, let them know where they can find you at, follow you, if someone wants to connect with you. Now the boys, y'all can slide into DMs.
Are you serious?
I play.
You play too much.
We gonna get into that because I know
you play too much.
I know the gentleman who referenced and asked a question 2 years ago are probably going to come back. It's funny. Before we go to this break, after the episode we did, oh boy, oh my God,
are you serious?
Yo, my man was who that was. I'm like, damn.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to tell you that because I had respect.
Oh my God, like I'm
like
so embarrassed. I don't even know why I'm so embarrassed right now. I'm probably turning red. Are you serious?
No lie.
Oh,
no lie.
wow.
Like, so I'm like, damn. But at the time I was like, no, like she got, like clear if y'all watch, she, was in a little thing, but things have changed. Things have changed, which we're gonna talk about that and more Hey, before the cameras, I asked her, like, is it cool to talk about it? She said, all right, fuck it. It's part of my story. We can talk about it. It is what it is. I'm like, all right. So, we're going to talk about that. He's turning red.
I am.
For those who are watching on YouTube, I'm zooming on the cheeks. I'm messing around.
Play too much.
Right? Let them know where they can follow you and contact you at, if for those who want to reach out to you. And where they can get the books and all that stuff. Just go ahead and plug away.
Yes. So
Everything.
I'm on Facebook. I'm Diona Clark. I'm on Instagram as Diona Live Out Loud. So it's live without the E. My website is www.liveoutloud4u.org. The CMOS, which is a business I have with my sister, that's CMOS Sensations. So it's www.cmossensations.com. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's where everything is.
Dope.
Lip gloss. We can talk about the lip gloss.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
Lip gloss. Man, you got a lot of stuff
going
on.
It's a lot.
Jeez, working at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Golly.
Hey, multiple streams of income. I need that money.
I feel it.
Yes.
I feel it.
Yes.
It's the time to do it, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, make sure y'all go ahead and follow Diona. Go ahead and connect with her. Cop some CMOS. Cop some lip gloss. Cop a book.
Yes.
So show support. Support our black queens out here too. That's what it's all about. Supporting one another with expecting none in return. Just do it. Do it out of your heart. If you feel inclined, just go ahead and show some love. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead, like, subscribe, drop a comment. If you are listening on iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, wherever you consume your audio media, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Follow the show if this is your first time listening. Welcome. Thank you. Subscribe so you won't miss more dope conversations and episodes like this. We'll be right back here with Diona Clark.
In the kitchen mixing up that power. That's Suprema when you mix it with the sour. Shorty naked, I just hit it in the shower. She be jealous like my makeup on the tower. Plus 48, plus 48. Killing niggas, shaking, got that sweat like Austin Powers. See you niggas hating, but I know you niggas cowards. Run up on them with the glizzy, they don't want no problems. Power, take over the world and we won't stop until it's ours. Pinky in the brain, getting brain in my boxes. In Miami, again, I'm switching lanes in the boxes. Middle finger up instead of 100 on the coppers. Bank account don't got no limit, that's up the shot. Plus 48, plus 48. See them boys coming, I'ma hit them with that flopper. Plus 48, plus 48. Kill these haters, I be out here fly like helicopters. Shorty in my DMs told me that she think I'm cute. Said I'm in your city, baby, what you tryna do? Got her to the telly, smoking, sipping on some cool. She got up and cracked the window, snapped a picture of the view. Said she got a man, he gon' kill her if he knew that I hit it from the back, then I send her back to you. Texting kissy faces, calling her your boo. While she robbed me on the highway, got me swerving in the coupe. You a fool. Ooh. I'm just out here popping on these losers. Pussy boy, you mad at me cause you're choosing. Little youngin', I be flexing, I be grooving. Trying to make sure that my nephews ain't the same as you. Just drop the banner on the Gucci shoes. Keep protection for them exes trying to catch me losing. I'm just trying to get it, I'm just trying to get it. Said she looking for the blood, baby, come and get it. Tell them niggas who was hating, should've never did it. Now the chopper loaded on your lips, and I'm coming with it. Plus 48.
And just like that, we are back right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Diona Clark is still here, hanging out. We still got a lot more to talk about. The new book, Top Shelf Lady, setting the trend for women to redefine the meaning of a lady, just been released not too long ago. We're about to talk about that, but before we talk about that, you had put out a video clip of you, I think you was like sitting in your car or something. Yeah. And the title of this video clip was a healed woman is a herd woman. And I just kind of wanted you to go in depth about that too, because when I was watching it, and like listen to you speak on that particular topic and come from the perspective that you came with, I never heard that point of view before. So what made you even do that? Like, it seemed like you was just chilling in your car. He's like, you know what? Set the phone up, whatever was on my mind. Was that planned, or did you just did it just come to you?
So like, it wasn't planned to actually like put it out there on Facebook.
Really?
But it was something that I had been pondering on because at this time I've been going through my whole little self-healing and cleansing and things like that. And what I found was that once I came into the position of being healed, I felt that I could speak through with so much clarity. And then in any scenario, particularly when I'm engaged with the opposite sex, have in a relationship or anything like that, I would be heard simply because of not coming from a position or filtering anything from that hurtful past. And so that's why, it was entitled "A Healed Woman is a Hurt Woman," because a lot of times women, and I'm just speaking women for women, but it could be vice versa. But when a woman's hurt, she hasn't been healed, she's definitely speaking from her past. Like, she's acting out from her past, she's processing things from her past, she's speaking from her past. All of that, her behavior is a result of her past. And if you listen in that video, I said, when the evidence of being healed is your environment looks different, your talking looks different, your processing and your thinking, your mental health, it all looks different. And if your present looks like your past, you can best believe that your future is going to look like your past too. You're not healed. Like, your present should be totally different from your past if you're healed from your past. If not, your present is going to look exactly like your past. And that's because some people are like, how do I know that I'm healed? Because you'll be in a total different environment than you was when you was in that hurt place. How do I know that I'm healed? Because the words that come out of your mouth will sound different than it was in your past when you was hurt. How do I know that I'm healed? You'll start to see and perceive things totally different than you did in your past. How do I know? Because I'm there right now. Like, where words that are coming out of my mouth, how I process things, even in the male friends that I have, when I was tore up, hurt, and filtering everything from there, like, you couldn't talk to me with a certain tone, you couldn't look at me with a certain tone, you couldn't act a certain way, because I'm going to act based off of my traumatic experience, because that's all I have to go off on. But once I shift into healing and being healed, I'm not going to operate in that old place no more. And I can talk more about that when I talk about the emotional wellness, but you're just not going to operate in that place. So you're going to look, feel, and be totally different. That's the result of being healed.
Wow. That's wow.
And more people, a man will listen to you. If you approaching a man from a healed place, you're making sense to him. And not that it may be like it's all about me as a woman, but it's all about us. Like, it's making sense for us and not just making sense for me because of what I had out of my past, and I'm afraid that you're going to do the same thing that he's done. Right. If I'm healed, I'm not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? That's not a factor anymore. That past is, or my trauma. It's not a factor. No, it's you should remember it. You're going to always remember it, but it shouldn't be a factor. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with if that be the case.
If you're trying to move on with your life, trying to have someone new in your life, you're getting to know someone, or you're dating, you don't bring that same to that, because now it's like, why would you bring that energy in
a man can't compete with and that's the thing too. Like, the guy that I was dating or engaged to, but he was saying,
get into it, oh boy.
He was saying that when he would tell them about me, like, she's been shot, she's domestic violence, they said run.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they were like, run, because that's a lot. That's a lot that you gotta break through. Yeah, it is.
Me, you know what? I look at that as even a more reason to stay.
Really?
For me.
Yeah,
because it's not her fault, number one. So why I'm running from something that's not her fault? Like, now if you told me like, oh, she's stabbing motherfuckers, then hell yeah, I'm out of there. That's some crazy other joker. So why, that's weird. But Yeah, go ahead. But
no. And I think it's from the sense of like, it's if she's not healed, if she's still dealing with that, it's a lot as a man that you're gonna have to take
the
on
baggage.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take on a lot of baggage if she has not processed that and put all of that into a healthy place.
You gotta have patience with a person.
You do have to have patience with a person. You do, but I feel like where I am now, I can say this, but then it'd be like, no, it's nobody's job to heal you. It's yourself to heal yourself.
Exactly.
You know, so you can't come to a man with everything that you've been through saying, here, this is what I've been through. I want you to help me through it. No.
Yeah.
Help yourself through it first.
Fix me.
Yeah, right. I'm all broken. Fix. No, you can't do that. You have to be fixed because you need to come to him. You need to come to the relationship 100%. And it may not be a relationship. It can be the relationship with your child, the relationship, you know, for a job and everything. Like even conducting yourself in society, you need to be 100%.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, and I think that like within that vein, like if you're getting into a relationship or dating someone who's had a past that dramatically affect them and change them to who they are today, I think it's if you give a fuck about them like that and you really care about them in that way, that it would be your position to not fix them but aid them in that process. Absolutely. Be a support for them, be an encouragement. Like we on this journey together, like I'm gonna ride with you whatever way I can help. I'm here for it. If you give a fuck about that person to that extent, it wouldn't be feeling like, oh man, this chick, this got all these fucking problems. She done been stuff, man. This, you know, I look at it like, you know, that's an opportunity. That's still a person. Like, because what she's been through going to change how I now view her. It shouldn't, but I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yo, do you get the fuck out of there?
Yeah, that's like right. And again, maybe age, their own experience and things like that as well. But you know, just to hear him say that was like, okay, I could probably see why from that perspective.
Yeah, because like
if she's coming,
it is a lot that you would have to take on, but it's not like you said, it's not that person's job to take that on and now have to fix this quote unquote broken woman or man. Right. Aid that, like be a support for that. Like that's why I don't like the whole like, oh, let me tell my boys about this one, like, because then now you listen to the bullshit. And that now you, oh damn it, maybe y'all may be right though. She may be a little off the rocker.
Distorting your perception.
Yeah, like you drinking and shit with the boys and like, man, y'all may be right. Text her real quick, call up real quick. Interesting. All right, the book.
Yes.
Let's get into this book because then we're gonna swing back to that. The book, Top Shelf Lady, setting the trend for women to redefine the meaning of a lady.
Yes.
Let's talk about the title first, then we can get in the content of what this book is about. You gave me a little bit about what it's, about before we started recording. So the title, where did that come from? It seems like a very intentional title.
Yeah, it was intentional all the way. So me and my sister were at a conference, and it was a health and wellness conference, and there was this nutritionist that was speaking, and she talked about that when you go into the grocery stores, how the grocery stores are set up according to basically economics. So if you take a look at the shelf, well, first she said produce and the good foods are on the outside of the grocery store, and she said once you go through the aisles, that's where the foods that have preservatives are. Then what she said was the food that's at eye level is the food that typically has the most preservatives in them, and they will last longer on the shelf, but they're also inexpensive. They're not the expensive food. She said the food that has less preservatives and it costs more is typically at the top shelf. She was like, that's where the food is. It's better. Not that the perimeter is the best, but when it comes to the shelf, that top shelf, that's good stuff right there. And it literally, I was like, ding, ding, ding. It was like a light bulb went
in that
off.
moment.
Yes, and I was like, top shelf lady, a lady that's not easily accessible. She got her stuff together. She's a work in progress, but she is going forward. And da da da. And so I was like, I'm gonna do this book. And It's weird because
Wow.
this book, I wrote this book as a woman that I had wanted to become, because I was still going through my whole trauma thing with the gun violence and domestic violence. And making a long story short about it, it was ready for print, and I met a PR guy in Atlanta, and he was like, the book is dope, but don't nobody know where you come from, so you got to put that thing on the shelf and you got to tell a story. You got to write a book about your story. So that's when my first book came out. But with Top Shelf Lady, this book, it like we talked about before we got back on air, most women would probably become offensive with the book, because it's kind of like, sister girl, what are you doing? You know, like, what's up with that? Like, no, that's not how we roll. You know, that's not how we roll. So it talks about, I even talk about sex. Like,
let's get into it.
Like, as a woman, you know, when we having sex, are we the one to
podcast, baby?
Do we get it out first and roll around, face the wall, and let him just hang? Do we let him hang? Like, we can't do that.
I'm sick of this shit.
No, we gotta complete the duty.
I hate y'all lazy women. Oh, I can't stand y'all.
No, we can't get ours on and then be like, nigga, you should have got it. No, you gotta help that man out. Like, he need his too. So don't be that sister that get yours off and then turn around and be like, you got to get it the way you can. No.
Yeah.
Then, even like to the point where, you know, now, I mean, Monique talked about the bonnets. The bonnets. You talking about you want a man, but do you really present yourself to be found, to be discovered by a man? Nah, you looking like you still want to be in the bed, sweetie. The only you no pajamas, all of that. No, you can't do that, because a man that's about his business, you won't be a part of it looking like that.
Yeah.
You won't. Yeah. Where you going? Yeah. Are you going to the club?
That's crazy, because those be the type of woman, as far as I see or hear, that go for that caliber of a guy. The one with the bonnet on, with the whatever dress.
He got money.
Yeah, like, that's what I deserve, but but you're not meeting him at that.
No, because you're not. You don't even look like the woman that he would want. If he had property, he wouldn't want you to stay in it.
Right.
You look like the one that would tear this man's stuff up.
Right.
So no, you got to present yourself. You got to present yourself to be found. Like, and I know things are different nowadays, but you know, with the Bible talks about, you know, he that findeth a good wife. But I mean, now things have changed. So women are some women, we're a little bit more aggressive. Like, you know, he ain't got to do too much seeking and searching and finding. You know, because I'm ready too when she's there. You know, I'm ready, so I'm gonna put myself in position.
Right.
You putting yourself in the right place. You putting yourself in the right position to be even eyeballed by him, to catch his eyes. Are you doing that?
Yeah.
Or are you going to these places where you gonna get these men that's gonna run game, run circles around you, pump a baby up in you, or use you to get one off? Like, you got to think about that as a woman. We talk about in the book, it's a shortage of black men. No, this is how I see it. I really don't think it's a shortage of black
that's
men.
That's a good one.
I don't think it's a shortage of black men. I think that it's something in how you're presenting yourself. It's literally something in how you're presenting yourself. And we can even go to why some black men date white women. And they'll say the white woman does X, Y, Z, blah, blah, this, that, and the other.
I hear that
the black woman doesn't. And I get society and how culturally things are. Some things have shifted, put a black woman in a certain position where she got to do certain things. But there are some things that can be adjusted as a black woman too. Like, you know, I mean, why does he need to come be with me and be my husband if I'm not putting him in that position?
Right.
If I'm taking care of everything, he can't be a husband.
Right.
So you can't. That's why where it's two heads, that's a demon. Two heads is a demon.
Two people try to.
Yeah. Be quiet and let that man be a man. Let that man be a man. So you talking about you want a man, but you trying to be the man too. That's not gonna work. That's what all of that is in that book. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Ooh, that's a conversation that we ain't ready to have.
No,
society is ready to have, because that takes that'll have to be a different type of woman to be able to if you're already like a woman that has that self-value of yourself, it's gonna make that woman would probably have to feel like she's giving up something.
Absolutely.
And I think, like, especially when we're talking about black women, I love my sisters. Oh, I love my black women. I would, man. It seems like with black women, like, they pride themselves on what they built themselves up to be. And then it's like, I gotta take a step back just to make him feel like, oh, he the man, or to accommodate. And it's like, no, like, I got my master's, I got my PhD, I got this going on, I started my own business, blah, blah. You mean to tell me I need to tone it down because I'm too much of a strong black woman? Oh, that means, oh, he can't handle me then, or all that. I'm like,
it's not
like
that.
I'm like, the term, like, handle. It's like, why would you want to be handled? I'm like, it just seems like the viewpoint of how we may look at it, the message gets like foggy. And it's like no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not saying you got to be less of a woman. I'm not saying that. Like, you could be the strong, go, be the bomb, do that shit. Like, you don't have to lessen yourself just to accommodate. Man, some men may want that though. Like, I want you spending too much time at the office, or you working too hard, you traveling, and you don't got no time for me. What the fuck is up?
Nah, don't disturb my incomes, like, cause it's for us. Don't disturb it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be the man. And the thing is, like, I wish I had somebody take my trash out. I wish I had somebody that, you know what I'm saying, can warm up my car. I wish I had somebody to mow the lawn. I wish, like, to me, a man can do that. A man can do that. I'll cook, clean, do my little businesses and all that. Sometimes I just be like, man, it sure would have been nice to have a man. Like, there's a noise in the middle of the night. It's just me. I mean, I get it, but no, I don't have. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that. But then that's my thing. Like, you want a man, but you acting like a man. You're not even allowing that space to be open and vulnerable for that man to be positioned in that. Like, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. One of the big psychologists that we learned about in school talked about there's two different energies. There's a feminine energy and there's a male energy. And he used this in the sense of how things kind of get misconstrued in relationships. And what he said was the female's energy tends to attract others to it. However, the male energy seeks out other people's energy and it gives to it. And what I think is that we got this energy all mixed up, and that's why men can't be men and sometimes women can't be women because our energy is messed up. And it said once you find someone that has the opposing energy that you may have, and he also said it may be, it may, where a man may have a female's energy, or women may have a male energy, but once you find a person that has that opposite energy, then that's when things will work out. But it just seems like that energy has been jacked up. Like,
I would agree with that. I definitely would agree with that. Wow. And it seems like it's just like one of those things where, like, it's very prevalent, like, amongst our community. Like, I don't know if it's like due to the environment that we grow up in, or whether it's how we was raised, or what we seen in our household, how daddy and mommy was, or how dad was to mom, or how mom was to dad. Like, shit, my mom she ain't take shit for nobody, so I'm gonna be the same. Like, you gonna run the guy off.
Yep, exactly. Everything's learned behavior. Everything, I feel like, is learned behavior. And I mean, the learned behavior the outcome of it may be for the positive, or the outcome of it may be for the negative, but it's definitely something that you've learned it by, you watched it, you saw it, and so therefore it's in it, it's become you.
So now we're getting into, like, we have to unlearn a lot of stuff.
Oh my God. It's a lot.
Diona, that's a journey.
It's a lot.
That's a journey you telling people they need to go on.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's hard work. But the thing
if you can't accept me like this, I don't want them. That's the narrative. If you can't accept me like that, I don't want them. Like,
I I get
Well,
that.
goddamn.
If you done the work, like if you put in the work to be the best version of you, and you say that, I get it.
Yeah.
But if you haven't did anything and you want somebody to accept you the way that you are, bye, go.
Yeah.
Go. No, not absolutely not.
Wow. So in this book, you're essentially you're not like telling, oh, this is how y'all need. You're simply just giving like
It's raw. It's gutter.
Yeah.
It's taking the mask off. Let's be ugly. Let's get in the dirt together. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. But like I told you, I put that up front. Like I know you probably gonna want to put this book down. I know you probably gonna say the hell with this. But this book is to break you. It's to break you and then build you back up. Like I even talk about being self-sufficient. Like don't depend on the government. Like now they giving out all this money for these kids.
Yep.
It's good, but use that to get ahead. Don't be dependent on the system, because somebody gonna come in and stop it pretty soon. Like it's not gonna last forever. My mom was on welfare, but I watched my mother use the system to get ahead and make sure we weren't in poverty the way that she was when her brothers and sisters came up. And guess what? I don't know about welfare now, because my mom showed me different. Now I know, but just get ahead on it.
Yeah, a lot of us like get complacent with that lifestyle. I was like, shit, they sending the check, fuck it.
Yeah, they do. And but guess what? You just a puppet.
Free money.
Yeah, you a puppet at the end of the day. You a puppet.
As soon as they cut that shit off, you fucked up, ain't you? Broke, busted, and disgusted.
My own money, I'm my own me. I can do what I want to do with my own money. You know, when somebody is giving you certain money at a certain period of time, you train. That's just like, man, Pablo, the experience that back in the day, like, hey, I'm giving you this, so you train to get that. I get that. I do this. I get it. I do. You become trained and desensitized to this whole process or system. Yeah. And then when the system go away, you on your ass. Like you don't got nothing. You ain't got nothing to come back from that with. No, so nothing. If I know how to flip it and get on the top, but I don't want to get stuck in that mental system, because eventually that's what it's gonna become. It's gonna come from a tangible system to a mental system. I'm straight.
Man, and we ain't even look at it that way. We just like, oh, the check coming in, bud. Yeah. Okay. You better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Do right by it. For real.
All right. You gonna look crazy in a bit. So you mentioned that you wrote this book and actually like for yourself, like looking at yourself. So was you like before this and going through your healing journey and the process that you're going through within these last 2 years since we last sat down and still currently doing your healing journey, were you like that type of black woman, like this is what it is, get with it or get lost type of thing? Like, was you that one? Was you like on that extreme level of it?
No, I wasn't. I'm like the passive person. It wasn't passive aggressive. It was the passive person, kind of just letting things evolve and occur on their own, and accepting it for what it was, and taking it and like and singing and owning that, and being okay with
so
it.
you have no problem letting the man lead, letting him be the man.
No. I like me. I don't want I'm sitting up here doing all these things. Let me be cute and do all my businesses. And you make certain decisions. Just come to me and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about this. If I agree, I agree. If I don't, I don't. But I also have a spiritual side to myself where it's like, okay, God, this is the decision, you know, and I'm gonna lead, and I'm not comfortable with it or whatnot, but I'm gonna leave that up to you and leave that into your hands or whatnot, even though this is what he wants to do. You know, so I'm flexible like that. Like, I love a man to be in control and to make the decisions and stuff like that, because as a woman, we're already making so many other decisions. So why not let this king be like be who he is and do his thing, and let me just deal with my businesses and Facebook and stuff like that. You know, if he loved me enough, he gonna make sure we good. So
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That's dope. The name of the book is Top Shelf Lady. Let me get the whole title. Top Shelf Lady, setting the trend for women to redefine the meaning of a lady. I love that, redefine. redefine, because we do have this definition like, oh, woman is this, woman is that. Like, we kind of like, if for those who believe in the whole gender role thing, woman's just supposed to cook, clean, pop out the babies, take care of home while the guy bring home the bacon, and that's all it is. Because those old traditional values.
Because you could be a top shelf lady and be on your top game as a stripper. You could be the top stripper and taking care of business and training the other ones on how to. There's no, like, it's wide. Yeah. It's widespread. It's not the top shelf lady that's in a suit on the platform speaking blah blah. Nah, no,
that's
it's the one that's
good.
Ain't no image. It's not a particular image to a top
so
shelf
I need to
lady.
have a suit. I need to have the whole lady suit on. That's what you mean?
No. This is for a boss mom, a mom that stays at home, and she's on top of her game. Yeah. It's for everyone. The CEO, the fitness instructor. Like, it's a range of women. It's not one particular woman. It doesn't look like one particular woman. Like, it doesn't.
I love that.
It doesn't. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm glad that you made that a point, because some would assume that, so a top lady just is one specific woman. Nah. Like, it's a business woman. It's a woman who's doing, like, damn, so she looking down on the strippers? Is she looking down on whatever? She looking down on the OnlyFans girls?
No, I'm not
the
here.
IG models.
No, do your thing. Like, I'm not here to rule, govern, or try to judge nobody, because I don't want nobody doing that to me when I do my stuff. Yeah. So live your life, because I'm living my life, top shelf lady.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. We're going to take a break here, one more break. Then we're got a few more things we're going to talk about. Then we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to try some sea moss when we come back. I was going to try it this break, but we got a whole lot in that one. So when we come back, I'm going to try the sea moss. Diona was lovely and nice enough to bring me some on the house. So we're going to talk about that business too. And a lot more right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Diona, let them know where they can cop this book and the first book as well.
Yes, so the first book, Survival is Victory, which talks about my experience with domestic violence. Yes. And then Top Shelf Lady. So these books can be purchased at my website, www.liveoutloudforyou.org, or even on Amazon. So yeah.
Kindle version?
Yeah. I don't have the Kindle version yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I know I should have been there, but I'm working on that.
Right, it's available. Just go through the website. I'm pretty sure there's a link to where you can get it off Amazon too, or just go to Amazon. For those who got Prime, just go ahead.
Get it tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. As you're listening to this right now, open up your phone while we're on break. Go ahead and cop that. We're right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Subscribe, drop a comment, like, share with all your friends, all that good stuff. Y'all know the whole spiel. I ain't gotta keep saying it. We'll see you guys in a bit right after this. We'll be right back.
That's cool though. I could take the love and the hate. Can't be liked by everybody. I ain't all that great. I mean, I got flaws. Sometimes I pop off, labeled as an outlaw, selfish, and I ain't y'all straight raw. Hell no, you can never steal my joy. I'm flying high, baby, yeah, I make that noise. Came to fill that void, and I ain't got no choice. I'm pursuing my purpose. You gon' see that I'm worth it. Don't need no love from you. No. People try to warn me, but I ain't really listen. I'm like, she's a real friend, and not the mother chick is. I'm all up in my feelings, thinking that she different, but she the one that's on that fake shit. Not caring, lie about shit like who she kicking with, like Bobby, man, will you do your own shit like Shine Franchise? I just wanna see you lit, but my BFF's insecure as shit. I can see real clearly that the rain is gone. Took me too damn long to see that I was alone, caught in the zone, thinking that we had a bond. I thought that it was love all along. I wonder why you smile in my face like you ain't got no hate, and be coming at me like we all great. I'm knowing that it's not love, be replaced. I needed a break, I'm running out, I'm raising the stakes. I need the spacing. No. Lies and deceiving for no damn reason. You be high shit, my dumb ass believing. I really can't believe how my friend be scheming. Thought you was a real one, that's how I perceived it, but now I can see it. You be on that bullshit, and I ain't with that bullshit. So miss me with the bullshit, I see it, I'ma move quick. Dodging all your bullets, cause what we had is dead, like this damn song says.
Yeah, we We are back right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Diona Clark is in the building. Second time on the show.
Yes.
Having a great time. Catching up from 2 years ago. The elevation has been tremendous on her part. Like it's like, for me, it's always enjoyable, like having people like on the show for like the second time or third time, and just like seeing like how different things have changed in their lives. It's always a great part for me. I enjoy that process. Like just seeing like, damn, like just 2 years ago, like I remember blah blah blah, like now look all this shit you doing. If y'all haven't already, if y'all watching on YouTube, y'all see these 2 books right there displayed. Make sure you hit up liveoutloud.org.
Liveoutloudforyou.org.
Live Out Loud for you, the number 4.
Yep.
.org. Go grab these books. Is there anything else for sale on your website that they can grab? Because we're about to
lip gloss.
Let's quickly do that before we get into the CMOS things.
Yeah.
How you involved in so much shit, Diona?
Yeah, the lip gloss.
The lip gloss. What gave you the idea for that?
So just being a survivor of domestic violence and how I know the effects of it, the depression, the self-esteem and things like that. So when I was wearing lipstick, like afterwards, I was just like, oh, like my hair kind of like, it's not the best, but dang, if I put on this lipstick, it'll make it look a little better. And so I was like, oh, well, I can do the whole lip gloss thing, and I can name them certain names, because my whole thing is, it's more than a color, it's a vibe. So when you put on this lipstick, you get a certain vibe, or you put it on because you want to have this certain vibe. So I have Girl on Fire, which is a red color. I have I'm a Survivor, that's purple. Domestic violence, the color for that is purple. I have Around the Way Girl. It's like this old school maroon type of lipstick that they used to wear back in the day, like around my mom's age.
Nice.
I have the Powder Room, which is a light pink color. The Powder Room. I have good Lord. I have
so
some
much.
more. Yeah, it is, but it's a reason behind every color. Like it is, and that's why I say it's a vibe. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
So there y'all go, ladies. If y'all want some makeup, want to try new makeup lines, there you go.
Yeah.
So right here, for those who are watching on YouTube, I have Diona came bearing gifts.
Yes.
CMOS Sensations.
Yes.
Right there on the camera there for you. You brought me mango flavor today.
Yes. Mango.
So tell us a little bit about why you started this business.
Yes. So
along with your sister.
All right, COVID. That's why we started. My sister.
COVID.
Yeah, that's the time it came out. But what's weird is I used to teach Zumba, so I kind of injured my back doing that. Ooh. And my sister was already taking CMOS, and she was like, "Well, take the CMOS because it helps with inflammation." And so I started taking it, and I noticed that instead of taking ibuprofen every day to help with the pain, when I started taking the CMOS, I wasn't taking the ibuprofen because the pain wasn't as excruciating as it was. And so when COVID hit, my sister was like, man, I think this CMOS actually helps with your immune system. So we researched it and looked at all the different benefits, and then she was like, you want to sell it? I'm like, yeah. so hey, we got in that kitchen, and we do it to where we're wearing the mask with the hairnet, the aprons, and everything, gloves, because we handle it just like we want somebody to handle our
So y'all make it
food.
yourselves.
Yeah, we make it ourselves. We get it from St. Lucia, so we get it shipped over here, and we do it. We blend it up, and we clean it. So we alkaline it. We clean it. It's like a 4 washing process that we do.
Jeez.
Yeah, and we let it set for like 48 hours to alkaline it even more, like clean it.
Damn.
Yeah, we take care of our babies. So.
That's dope.
Yes.
So I'm assuming the CMOS business has been very well for y'all.
Yeah, it has been. It has been very well. So we are grateful for it, and we love our customers. So the thing, okay, so CMOS it's not the best taste.
Okay.
Texture, it's not the best. But what I found out is that our mango, the mango kind of takes away that sea mossy. That sea mossy.
That's why you recommended mango.
That's why I recommend mango.
Okay.
Yeah, it tastes. You'll get the sea moss taste, but it just tastes better.
Nice.
Yeah.
So for those who are watching on YouTube right now,
Yes.
I'm opening the package of the sea moss, which
Yes.
is lovely. The packaging is dope, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. The nice size jar too that you
Yeah.
get.
So it's a 16-ounce jar.
16-ounce jar.
Yes.
Okay.
So typically we say it should last you for about 21 days if you take it right.
okay. So this will do me good for 21 days.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, 16 ounces.
Yes.
All right. So, for those who may want to try it,
Yeah.
they gotta live out loud for.
Oh, sea moss sensations. For that one, it's sea moss sensations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
.com.
.com. Yes.
Nice. So I'll just pop this
Yeah,
off.
you can take
Oh,
it.
there
Yep.
we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
So stir it first. That's fresh. I know. I know. My friends are like, oh, well, it's probably not the right word. They were like, girl, I gag off of that. I'm like, okay.
Right. All right.
Yeah. But like anything, once you get it into your system and you let it regulate, it does what it's supposed to do. So
Gotcha.
to me, doing the sea moss, it's a protective. It's a prevention. That's what it is. It's prevention. If you're straight, you ain't got no illnesses or anything like that. Taking it is a prevention.
Prevention.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when I used
Gotcha.
to when I used to teach Zumba, I used to tell my students, do you want to wait till the sickness gets to you, or do you want to knock it out before it gets to you? And you do that by exercising and eating healthy the most of the time. So,
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah. So sea moss it's prevented.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, here we go. I'm about to
Yes.
try it for y'all.
So
It
that's
almost-
fresh. So you got it. You did get it's fresh.
I got a
you
good batch.
Yeah, you did. You got it fresh. So it didn't go in the refrigerator to get thickened or anything like that. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Oh, so I'm straight then.
Yeah, you got it fresh.
Nice.
Yes.
Straight
so
from
when,
the factory.
once you put it in the refrigerator, it's gonna thicken up.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
'Cause
It's
it
not gonna be
almost-
as loose.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
say-
sir. It's fresh. You got it fresh. Yeah.
I was gonna say it almost. The texture almost reminds you of like applesauce.
Nah,
right now, how it looks.
Right. So once
it ain't
you
gonna be
can-
like that later.
No, it's not. It's not. You just got it fresh. Like we just made a batch.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, here we go. That's too much, or that's
Yeah,
good.
and that's good.
Okay.
Yes.
You telling me like don't overdose with this shit?
No, don't.
All right, here we go.
It comes from the ocean.
Yo, this not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It has its little sea mossy, but it's not bad. And mango is good. It's
Mango
a good
is
flavor.
the flavor.
Yeah. So it'll thicken up a little bit for you.
So how many flavors y'all have right now? For those who
elderberry, mango, and we have plain.
berry, mango, and plain.
Yeah, we did have more, but that was a lot of work.
You said you had peach cobbler.
Yeah, we had strawberry banana. Hey, it was good.
Woo.
We was over there tearing it up.
I bet.
Yeah.
I almost want to take another one, but
Good. I mean, you can if you want to. You'll be straight.
'cause I
honestly,
wanna go
You'll be
crazy.
straight. No, you for
fuck this
you'll
whole
be straight.
jar up. We text you in the morning. Hey, Anna,
I OD.
I fucked up. I'll tell you, this is not bad. I wasn't sure what to expect, how this tastes, because like I was telling you, like before we started recording, like I always just seen this like marketed towards women, and I never thought like, okay, like it's not a product that guys will benefit from. But
No, we have a few guys that order faithfully, like clockwork.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Look at that. Go grab y'all some sea moss, huh? Damn. Holy shit. It's
Good.
not
I'm
bad.
glad you like it.
I love it.
Mango, like I said, mango always, when people like, I never had it, I'll say just get
Just
mango.
mango.
Yeah, get mango.
That's
Cause
the one to
it'll
go with.
curve it. It curves it some.
Nice. So now I gotta try the other two flavors, the
Yeah.
plain and the berry.
Yeah, elderberry. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Berry. I'll make sure I try the other two ones. So this will do me good for 21 days.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So take 1 spoonful a day. That's
Or
what I
two.
do?
One
One
or
to
two.
two a day.
Yep.
And will I feel different?
I would say within like your month, within a month and a
Nice.
half, you'll be like, okay. And just say, for instance, if you wanted to test it and you stop taking it, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I could tell that sea mossy's not sea mossy. Like I'm not mossy. I'm not mossy.
I love it. I love it. What's the website again for that? For people who want to grab some?
Yes, www.cmoss sensations.com.
There you go. And I'll make sure I put a link to everything in the description of the episode for those who are missing all the links and everything, where you can get the website, her social medias, the CMOS, the book, and all that stuff. Everything will be in the link in the description. All right, so we got more shit to talk about. We got the CMOS has gave me more energy now.
Oh Lord.
That's right. All right, so last time you was on the show, we just gonna get this. We just gonna get into this one.
You just had to go here.
Inquiring minds ask. I'm sorry. So the first time you was on the show, sharing your story, a lot of eyebrows and attentions was raised in your direction, and people were asking me about your whereabouts. What's the situation? And we asked on air, and you craftily dodged the question.
I did. I don't even remember what I said. But
you was like, he's a secure gentleman. We just gonna say that. I was like, all right. So you craftily, got your way out of answering that. Come to find out, this gentleman, you were around that time.
He proposed to me afterwards.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Not so shortly after that episode.
Dude, it was like 2
proposed.
months after, I think.
That is crazy. Did you?
No, it wasn't even 2 months. Because I remember the picture. Yeah. Well, maybe 1 or 2 months. Probably so, yeah.
Within 1 or 2 months of that recording of the episode.
Yep.
He proposed.
Yep.
And you get engaged. So so I was like, oh, okay, that's why she dodged the question. Slick motherfucker. Okay, so you got engaged. We're not going to put no names out. We ain't going to put them on blast like that, unless you want to.
Look at you.
Hey, I always get people out to like, this name is not. Okay, if you want to put it out there. But so you get engaged. Shortly after that episode, which is weird because everybody, like I said, the inquiring minds were asking about the situation. So you are no longer engaged. Fast forward to this gentleman. Care to elaborate?
Well, see what happened was.
Top Shelf Lady is the name of the book, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Go copy it.
There you go.
What happened?
Yes.
So what happened was, I had to think. I had to think about our relationship in total, and things that transpired. On both of our ends.
Gotcha.
But the one thing that really stuck out for me was, am I really healed from my domestic and gun violence situation? And when I thought about that, and I'll even I'll throw this out here too. So, like, we were getting married. Like everything. The date was set. Hold on, the date was set.
Wow.
The venue was paid for. The food was paid for. The men had their tux.
This shit was
like I had my dress. He had like rings, all of that. Like everything was paid for. The only thing that needed to happen was the women needed to order their dresses. That's the only thing. Everything else was paid for, taken care of.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, are you really healed from your situation? And would you be able to live with him the way he is for the duration of for life? So
you're asking yourself this question.
I asked myself, and I really set myself down, and I had a for real conversation. This wasn't no just think about it, let it go, and go into the moment of being with him and how things would look and blah, blah, blah. Wow. This was like, for real, I sat myself down and thought about that. And then, I talked to my dad and my father, like, him and my mom, they divorced when we were younger. They hooked up when they were young. So, you young, we hooked that, everybody changed, evolved. So I get that. But this was the first time that my father talked to me with a sense of urgency. And I'm like, okay, like I'm in tears and blah blah blah. Yeah, and so my dad was just like, you know, well, I want what's best for you. That was the last thing he said.
Yeah.
And so 3 days I couldn't sleep before the women had to order their dresses. I couldn't sleep for 3 days. And so I told him, I was like, I need to talk to you. And he was like, you don't want to get married? I was like, no. And so yeah, I know, right? I know.
What?
I know. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like
3 days before.
3 days. 3 days before the women was supposed to order their dresses.
Okay, gotcha.
Which was, hold on, let me see. Which was 2 months before we were supposed to get married. 1.5. Hold on. I don't know, maybe like a month before we were supposed to get married.
So for 3 days, you can't sleep. That shit is on your mind. You just had that real talk with the pop.
Yeah.
3 days,
I couldn't do it.
So you don't have to share everything, but in those 3 days, you was just up. What was going through your mind? Like, am I making the right decision? Are you just trying to, which way do I go?
Yeah, it was just like, you know, how's he gonna feel? What is this gonna look
tell
like?
him I don't know what to do.
Yeah, what is everybody gonna think? What they're gonna say? You know, and all of those questions and those things were going through my mind. But what overruled it was like, what do I want? Like, what does Diona want? What's gonna make Diona happy? You know, and I had to go off of that. And now when I think about it, I made the best decision. And he says the same thing too. Like, you saved us, you made the best decision. Because I told him, I was just like, I know that I probably would have been asking for a divorce in 3 months. He said, I could see that.
Within
I could
3
see,
months?
yeah. And being
Christ.
honest, like, I could see that.
Damn,
Like,
Diona,
yeah,
3 months.
yeah. And he was just like, and you're right. Like, I feel that, you know. And we talk, you know, we talk now, and about that, you know, things like that. But it was the best. It was the hardest decision that I ever made.
Yeah.
But it was the best decision that I made. Like, I have no regrets. Like, I have no regrets at all. And I have so many friends that were in the same position that I was, and they went through with the marriage, and they're like, I should have pulled the plug. I should have pulled the plug. And my thought was, I'd rather look stupid right now and not be married than look stupid 3 months later like I need a divorce. Because some of my friends is like 6 months in, like, filed the papers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the marriage is nothing to play with.
I've been there. Shit, I'm just, like, for those who don't know, like, I was married for 5 years, together with my ex for 10 years total. And like you were saying, like, making that decision is like, damn, like, you can't sleep. Like, is this the right decision? Am I making sure I'm making the right decision for me?
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta tune out the noise.
Yeah, you got to.
I gotta tune out the noise. Fuck how I'm gonna look. Fuck who got something to say. Everybody got an opinion. Whatever. How is this gonna affect my life if I make this decision, or if I don't make the decision? So I feel that, like, you know, when me and my ex-wife got that conversation when I was telling you off air about the divorce last year, it was like, kind of like what you're saying, like, one of the hardest things to do. But when you look back on it retroactively, it's like, that decision needed to happen.
Yeah.
It needed to happen.
Yeah.
Because if it didn't, my life wouldn't have been, I probably wouldn't be happy. I probably would not be happy with, like, I'll probably just be content.
Yeah.
But I got to make the right decision for me as a person. And then, like you said, going through, like, I'm still healing.
Yeah.
I'm still going. I'm still I'm still growing. I'm still getting over that. Am I ready? You know, type of thing. Like, with me and my divorce, is like, we both kind of realized it at the same point. That's like, good. We just looked at each other like, you know what? Let's let's not just stay married for the sake of staying married. Let's not be our great grandparents.
And you even said let's not damage each other.
Let's not damage each other.
Yeah.
Because like during that, like we just found ourselves just trying to confide, trying to be someone for the other person that you're not. It's like, okay, like she want me to be this way, so let me do that just to appease the marriage and make sure okay. And same for her, like okay, he wants us, so let me just. It's just like what are we doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just stop. Stop. Let's just stop.
Yeah.
So, but like you said, it is still a tough decision to make, because that's like you said, it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with, boy.
No.
So wow. So you couldn't sleep for 3 days.
No. 3 days. I was like, I didn't say nothing to my mom, my dad. I was just like going through all these emotions. But when I knew I couldn't sleep for 3 days, I knew the decision. Like I can't do it. I can't do it. And like my thing is, after I went through that experience of being shot and going through domestic violence, I never took time out for Diona. What I did was I got into another relationship, and then I ended up getting into a relationship with the guy I was engaged with.
Yeah.
And then I think we broke up, and I got into another relationship. Then I went back to him, and so it was never pause.
Yeah.
Be by yourself.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, if I would have took time for myself, I probably wouldn't even been like I wouldn't entertain. Like I wouldn't have fell into familiarity, if I'm saying that right. Things that were familiar. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Things that were familiar. That wasn't right for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have fell back into that cycle if I had taken the time out to truly heal. And so even though, I've been seeing therapists before I met him. No, actually, I was talking to him. So yeah, even though I've been seeing therapists, I really didn't. And to me, that was my healing journey. That started my healing journey. But once I decided not to marry him, I was intentional about healing and focusing on myself.
Yeah.
It's been so hard, like hard.
Especially when you gotta take that journey alone.
That's scary. It's scary. Like it's been so many scary and frightening times where it's like I'm here, I'm doing this thing by myself, and wish I could have somebody. But you gotta heal you. You gotta heal yourself.
Gotta do it.
You can't depend on. And that was my thing because he was a I know I'm saying the wrong word, but he was a statue for me of protection. And because I had been with a man that violated my protection, to be with somebody who gave me that, that was good for me. Like that's what I wanted. That's what I yearned for, a man to protect me because somebody violated that. Right. And now you doing it. I'm gonna be with you.
He provided that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't for the right reason, it wasn't. It wasn't for the right reason. I mean, he got his things, that he can work on, but it's not about him. It's about me. I'm talking about myself.
That's right.
So I would never put him down or anything like that because I'm talking about my healing.
That's right.
My journey. And so therefore I focus on me.
Yeah.
But it's good though. I'm happier. I'm in a better place. I feel like my understanding of relationships and even being compatible with men is totally different. I'm not seeking them for what they can for a need.
Yeah.
I'm seeking. Excuse me. I keep hearing the same thing, but it's more so seeking for compatibility or just and I don't need you to complete me. I just compliment me.
That's
that those type of things. And so it's just weird now how because I date now. I never like I'm not hoeing. No, not hoeing. But I've never dated.
Like, oh, she out in them streets.
Yeah, I'm not in them streets. But I'm dating, and so just to come across men with different personalities, different perspectives, different mindsets. Like it's nice to have that variety to learn.
Yeah.
To learn.
Right. That's crazy because like that's kind of like what after my divorce ended last year, like. You gotta pick myself up, like maybe get out there again, I guess. So like dating, like after that, like for me, it felt so weird because like with someone for a decade, and like it's like oh shit,
how do I do?
Like damn, like like, am I going to make an ass of myself? Like, I'm going to be awkward as fuck. Like, I'm like, you know, it was weird. Like, it still felt like I wasn't supposed to be doing it. It's the weirdest thing. I was like, oh wait, I'm not. I'm good. I'm like, am I supposed to be talking to this person? It still felt like it was a weird thing. But what's crazy is that like dating or like just hanging out with people, getting to know people, you learn so much about yourself and what's important to you.
Exactly.
Now I move intentionally, like you were saying. I move with priority. Okay, I know what's important to me in my life as far as like a partner goes, and you just kind of like, okay, you move in that. Yeah. Okay. Boom. Boom. I know it's in alignment with me now. Yep. And if something comes along that's in alignment with that too, happy days.
Right. You begin to gravitate to what aligns with you. And what doesn't align with you tends to fall off. Like, it's going to be a quick date. It's going to be a quick date. And, you know, because I'm not feeling you. I'm not feeling your spirit. It's just something about you that's, I can't put my hand on it. That type of stuff is just like, you're not in alignment with me. So dating is definitely, and now I look at it as an experience or experiencing and not hope. Because my view, because I was raised by a strict mom. So my mom was like, you know, boys just want to get their dick wet, say no. And so to experience the whole dating thing was something that I didn't do because I was also thinking, oh, you're hoeing if you're dating. But now it's like, no, I need to date so that I can learn, you know, what I want, what I don't want, how a man is, what a man's, you know, all those type of things. So I'm having fun now. Like,
there you go.
It's fun.
It's fun, right? It's like, for me, it's scary and fun, but enjoying it.
Exactly.
Like, it's like, yo, this, it's all right, getting to know people. Okay, that's pretty cool. You know, you just, like I said, learning a lot about yourself too. Like, that person introduced me something that I didn't think I would probably like. Oh shit! Like, I like vegan burgers. Yeah. I thought they would be nasty or shit like that. That's crazy. So, have you been on any bad dates where he's like, you know what? I'm this motherfucker. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I did. I have.
Any bad date stories?
I have, and I feel so
more
bad.
Bad than good or more good than bad?
More good than bad.
Okay, good.
I'm more good than bad.
Okay, good.
But yeah,
Thank
the
God.
one I was just like, no, I can't. I'm not, like, I'm trying not to be judgmental, but I just don't think I can't have you on the Rocky. You can't be Rocky. I need you to be all together mentally. Like, I'm gonna need that.
Gotcha.
I ain't gonna be on Snap, so I need you to have that all together. So that one, I was just like, and I'm still running away from him.
God damn! Oh, he won't let you go, huh?
No, I'm trying to go. I'm like, that's not gonna work.
He ain't letting you go.
No. But I've had some good experiences, and but what I found too is I like being around men where I can be myself, like be who I am. This is me, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. And that person embraces it. Like that's where I feel the most comfortable at, where I can be myself. Like, I don't gotta be an actor, I don't gotta be you know, like because I would want to, like, my thing is, you know, when it comes to a man, like, if you wear all these hats with me, I don't want you to wear that. You know, I don't want you to wear your hats. I want you to be you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I think about it.
Yeah, cause I ran into that too. You could tell, like, that they're trying to be like chill. Like, what? Yeah. Like, you don't gotta act like that. Like that's not you. Like, I could tell, like, you're, you know, they put on this whole, like,
facade.
Yeah, like
if we around each other long enough, the real you gonna come out.
Yeah, it's like that's come on, man. Like, all right, I ain't messing with you. Yeah. That's dope. So for those men who probably are returning for this episode, specifically for one person from 2 years ago, do these gentlemen have an opportunity?
Maybe.
Maybe. There you go, guys. I asked again for you, and there you go.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
I bullshit you not. Because I guarantee you, when this drops, when this comes out, it's going to be the same shit. The same shit. And now she's available? Oh, boy. So, for the gentlemen who are watching or listening, I guess would this say like you're accepting applications?
Oh my God, you put me on the spot like that.
Hey, we all adults here.
I'm dating.
She's dating. So if you come correct, who knows?
Your application might be pulled.
There you go. Your application, submit. Don't try to be out here on that fugazi shit. Because obviously, she just clearly said, I ain't out here hoeing.
No.
She's dating intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we been out here being sloppy.
No, none of that.
Yes. No. That's dope. Okay. All right. So, what else we got here? Oh, God damn it! How did we not even talk about this? Trauma and emotional wellness coaching.
Oh yeah.
Man, we done got off on a tangent.
No.
You're coaching.
Yeah. So that all evolved with setting time to myself and after the divorce and things like that, and just experiencing the whole healing journey. A lot of people think that healing takes it's quick. To me, healing is a process. It really is. Oh my gosh, I was bugging. But healing is a process.
Definitely.
And to heal correctly and right, it's gonna take a minute. Like it's gonna take a minute. And I think people don't take the time out to allow themselves to heal. Yeah. And therefore they find themselves in that same predicament. Just like I said, how do I know that I'm healed? Because your environment would look different. The way you talk would look different. Even the way you appear would look different. There would be a difference. Yeah. If your present looks like I said, if your present looks like your past, you have not healed. You haven't. You have not healed. And so I had to learn that, and I had to do that. And because of everything that I took in through my healing process, and now seeing the outcome of it, I'm like, man, this is dope. Like, I want to be able to help other women process it and go through it and get the outcome that I did. Because now people are saying like, you're different, Diona. You look different. You talk different. You even act different. And I see that in myself. So not only do I hear people, but I see that within me, that I'm a different person. Because sometimes some of the stuff that I do or that'll come out or even come out of my mouth, I'm like, what? Like, like I wouldn't even say that. Like, girl, you on your shit. Like, that's what's up. So to see the outcome and to feel the outcome and to be the outcome of a healed woman, I want that for other women. And so I have 2 women that I'm coaching privately right now. Nice. But I'm going to open it up probably in like a month or so to do that, to work with other women. Nice. Just on emotional balance, because my emotions after being shot and going through the mess, my emotions were everywhere. Like, every decision was an emotional decision. It wasn't logical. It was based off of my feelings and how I was feeling at the time. So bugging to the point where I was dating. Well, I was with the guy that I was engaged to. We driving, he said something that I didn't like. I literally grabbed the steering wheel and turned it. Like you could have crashed, but that's how emotional I was at the time. And so where I am now is like, I'm thinking this thing through. Like, I'm processing things more logically than emotionally. Like, I'm a woman, so I still have my emotions, and I don't ever want to lose that. But it's wow. the healing journey is that's where it is, and I want to help other people.
That's amazing. Diona, always serving.
Yes, I love to serve. Like, that's what I'm here for.
AKA Miss Motivation.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Man, I think we hit it all.
Yes, sir.
I think we hit it all. Wow, this has been great. I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, this was a good show. Very good. You are a very good host, too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes. I try to always be prepared, know what I'm talking about, and offer dope and great, insightful, intelligent content for people that's more than just, I don't know, like gossip, more than just top 10 list or who got the talking about Meg, Cardi B.
Right.
We have so many outlets like that. I'd rather use this platform to highlight people who I find dope and interesting, and also, as like I was saying before to you, like also I learn as well just by hearing other people's stories. So it's my pleasure to be able to do this, to sit down with people such as yourself. Any last words for the people? Anything you want to leave the listeners with? Anything like that? Final thoughts?
No, I mean, like I said, this whole journey with healing and becoming true to myself. Like it's something in being real to you.
Yeah.
The being authentic. Like and knowing that there's no carbon copy of you, like being authentic, yes. Like that's where you found your power. That's where, like, for real, like once you get to that position, the power of being authentic and being true to yourself, like nobody can take that away from you.
Nope.
Nobody can take that away from you. Well, they can take away, a job title. They can take away, this being author, going on TV. People can take those things away, but when you stand in a position of being true and authentic to yourself, nobody can take that away from you. And that's my advice. Stand in that position.
Hell yeah. Don't waver for nobody. Stand 10 toes down on that shit.
Yes.
Cause you gonna realize that, damn, I did the right thing.
Yeah.
Like being me and standing in that truth. I am much happier now. I'm making sound decisions.
It's liberating.
I'm moving correctly. Right.
Yeah.
Associating myself with the right people. Yep. All type of that stuff. That's dope. Though I hope y'all got a lot from this.
This is good.
Here we go. Let them know again where they can contact you, follow you, get the CMOS, get the book, the organization, anything that you want to plug.
Yeah,
Just go ahead and plug away.
So, my organization, Live Out Loud, the website is www.liveoutloud4.org. You can also get the books, the lip gloss, the CMOS. You can get that at cmossensations.com. So www.cmossensations.com. Speaking engagements, like you can book me on the Live Out Loud site. What else?
Busy woman.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. The wellness coaching that's coming up. So I think it's a place on the Live Out Loud website where you can put your email in, so that it will be there. So that when we do open it up, your email will be there, so you can get the invite.
Nice. So just fill out that form, and once you open it up, you contact them. Dope. There y'all go. Hit it up, man. This has been another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. Yay. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. Dope conversation and dope guests always here, right here on Cloth Talk Podcast. Subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Do all that stuff. The buttons, all the buttons on the phone and YouTube and whatnot. Just hit them all. We'll see you next time on Cloth Talk Podcast. Goodbye.
Wait. Let's get Jerome.